Welcome to another episode of the INH show, where we talk about geek culture, news, and lifestyle. I guess this episode, something that's been announced already, but I guess we want to talk about it amongst ourselves.
Well, this is something that I wanted to talk with you about a long time, but we've been busy with riding bikes and moving houses and other sort of things.
Yeah, but as you can tell in the background, we're talking about the Marvel lineup, Phase 3.
We're talking about Marvel and DC.
We don't want to know about DC. No, yeah, so we'll have a bit of a discussion about our thoughts.
Because this came out several weeks back, and there's been a lot of speculation. We're not going to speculate and try to predict things, even though we're so good at predicting what happens in the future.
Yes, we are.
We're not going to do that, but I think it's interesting to see what's coming out and specifically how it fares up with the different production, the different companies.
Yeah.
So, I mean, the big one that's coming up for us is
Marvel? The Age of Ultron?
Yeah,
well, we
Avengers.
We haven't even done a trailer about it, but our thoughts.
Yeah,
that'd be cool.
Do you reckon we should?
Well, I reckon we should.
Yeah, because I'm so not going to watch that movie. I think I need the trailer to know whether I'm going to watch it or not. But that's the next big one. The next big one is Avengers Age of Ultron.
Yeah.
Followed by Ant-Man and then Fantastic Four.
Yep.
So, no
Fantastic
DC.
Four. Sorry, go on.
Now, do you know anything about Fantastic Four? Because I hear all these rumors about...
That's the thing.
Like Michael B. Jordan and all these other things.
Yeah. That's all same stuff that I've read about.
Did you like the first Fantastic Four movie?
Nope.
Not at all?
Nope.
You didn't enjoy it at all?
I thought it was lame.
So I'm guessing you didn't like the second one either then?
Oh, I hated the second one even worse than the first one.
Well, let's see if third time's the charm, huh? Or fourth time, because there was that.
Well, they're doing a whole reboot, right?
Which never happened. Oh, well, I would hope it's a reboot. It's definitely a reboot.
Yeah.
But okay, so we're getting 3 Marvel movies next year, so that's pretty grim, right? Because we've been pretty spoiled otherwise.
We have been, and you know what? Marvel, and I've said this before in the past as well. Marvel has their formulas pat down really well.
They know what they're doing. They know what they're
exactly
doing,
what
especially
they're doing
with the cinematic movies.
Absolutely.
Disney Marvel.
Yep.
Fox Marvel, the jury's still out. It's still a bit. The success rate is maybe they don't have the same batting average, right?
No, definitely not. Well, first of all, let me ask you: are you looking forward to Age of Ultron?
Very much so.
Perfect. Me too. I think it's going to be amazing.
I don't think anyone who's watching us is not looking forward to it.
Yeah.
Unless you accidentally clicked on 2 handsome Asian guys and you're disappointed with that we're talking about Marvel movies.
Mm-hmm.
I'm very much looking forward to it.
Mm-hmm. Ant-Man?
Ant-Man I'm also very much looking forward to.
Paul Rudd?
Paul Rudd. Paul Rudd. And I really Michael
like
Douglas.
him. I really like Paul Rudd.
It's interesting because he's playing Scott Lang, right?
Yes, he is.
As we confirmed previously.
I think he'll pull it off, but Michael Douglas? Thoughts?
Oh yeah. Well, I'm not expecting too much from him. I've never been a huge fan of Michael Douglas.
Yep.
Just because he hasn't been in movies that were really up my alley when I was younger.
Alright.
But, so those are the 2 big movies coming out next year, and then Fantastic Four.
Let's not talk about Fantastic Four.
But it's another comic book movie.
Yeah, but
You'll watch it. You're gonna watch it. You're gonna watch it. No, you're gonna watch it.
We'll see.
You are gonna watch it. You're gonna say now you're not gonna watch it, but
we'll
you so are.
We'll see.
Okay, well, let's go to 2016. So, February the 12th, Deadpool.
How true is that? I don't know how true that is.
How accurate this thing is?
Yeah.
Well, our informant is Comics Alliance, so they're quite reputable, I hope.
I'm pretty sure they are.
We can slander their name right here.
Yep. Deadpool movie, I think it's going to be good. Do you reckon they'll use
well, it's
Ryan
a Fox
Reynolds?
movie. Is there some sort of... Does he have any contractual reason not to? Because he is Green Lantern.
Yeah,
well, he was Green Lantern.
True.
But isn't Deadpool a guy who's going to be wearing a mask? Like, why would you waste Ryan Reynolds on that?
Because he's good at it.
Yeah, I can't
really
agree with that.
Because it's if he plays the same...
I guess it's the same...
You know what? If he plays Berg from Two Guys, a Girl, and a Pizza Place, boom. That is Deadpool.
And for those who don't know what Two Guys, a Girl, and a Pizza Place is, you better YouTube it and find out.
Oh yeah, in case you think of something else.
Yeah.
Oh no.
But 2016, March 25th, Batman vs Superman: Dawn of Justice. So is it going to be called Batman vs Superman? I guess
I don't know. I know everyone's saying it's going to be called Dawn of Justice. So.
Is it even going to come out in March? Because
I don't know. I wish it won't.
Because they kept moving the date, didn't it?
It's going to be stupid, man. I'm sorry.
Well,
didn't we have an episode about this?
Yeah, Well, we'll certainly discuss it. But whether or not it's going to be a good or bad movie, we're going to watch it. It's an event, right? It's an event. You're going to watch it. Now, this one, you are so going to watch it. You might even watch this twice.
We'll see. I did enjoy Superman, though.
Well, yes. So, we all know what you think about movies. Right. And,
next.
So did you like Interstellar?
Anyway. Yeah, I can't believe you just went there.
March 25th, Dawn of Justice. Mark that in your calendars. Because I think as bad as it... I think it's going to be a bit of a train wreck of a movie. It's a movie that we have to watch. We're just seeing Batman and Superman on the big screen. All right. Live action.
Next.
Captain America Civil War.
Okay, so I have an issue with this now. I think we raised it up last time.
Go on.
Captain America Civil War.
And?
I think it should be Avengers Civil War. Not Captain America Civil War.
Actually, you know what? I sort of agree with you in some ways.
Because it's not a Civil War was never a Captain America story.
Well, we don't know that they're going to just lift the Civil War. They're not going to adapt it. I can't imagine they would just adapt it. So they might just borrow the name.
It would be amazing if they adapted it. Another thing that I need to know, this is what going into like uber nerd territory here. Not geek territory, uber nerd territory.
I don't like where you're going with
Timelines. Age of Ultron versus Civil War. That did not happen that way in the comic book timeline.
You still, even after all this time, you haven't learned that. You just gotta let it go. They're two different things.
Okay.
So we're not here to speculate about the movie or the story.
But you understand what I mean, though, right? Civil War happened first.
In a way, yeah, but it doesn't. In the comic books, it happened first, but in the movie, it didn't. All right,
okay.
So just
all right. Different universe.
You'll enjoy it either way.
All right.
But after that, the next big one that I'm very interested in, and you are as well, I'm sure, X-Men Apocalypse.
Yep.
And that's only what, like
by Fox,
2 weeks? Right? Yeah.
Fox Marvel.
Yeah.
Wait, Fox Marvel are the same guys that made First Class?
And they're the guys who made Amazing
Spider-Man?
And they did
that... Whoa. Okay, so I'll take a step back to say First Class was done really well. So maybe if they stick with that same formula, it'll do that really well.
I'm sure it will. I mean, X-Men First Class, and then of course Days of Future Past was brilliant.
That was decent.
Just decent.
I wouldn't call it brilliant. I'd say it's good. Like, I really enjoyed it.
Well, regardless, I have high hopes for the movie. I'm sure I won't be disappointed, but that's only like 2 weeks later. The next one is interesting. Suicide Squad, August the 5th.
Bow.
Now, isn't it weird that we're getting the Suicide Squad movie before, like, Justice League and that sort of thing? Like, do people know what the Suicide Squad is?
I don't think it's not for everyone. I don't think it's
like that movie, the animated movie. Yeah, that animated movie, I'm sure didn't really bump up sales of the book by any means.
I don't think so. It probably bumped a little bit, but not too much. I think it'll be an interesting take. I believe they casted Harley Quinn already.
Yeah, that Margot Robbie, Australia's own.
She's cute.
Oh, she is.
She's very cute. I think it's a good suit for Harley Quinn.
I guess.
Looks wise, I'm just talking about visual looks wise. Put the makeup on her and all that.
Jenna Malone is what was. If I was directing and casting movies, and I had my way, yeah, I'd have Jenna Malone be Harley Quinn.
Okay.
But Suicide Squad, so that's a bit of a left field one for me.
Okay, it definitely is. I mean, it's not an A-list team, right? So it's a bit bizarre for them to do that.
Well, I wonder whether it's because later in the year we're going to get Sinister Six from Marvel.
Ooh.
So, again, they're casting or they're playing up the anti-hero.
Right.
Do you think it's a response to Sinister Six?
I think it is. You know how they always play with each other, like the two different companies always have that rivalry?
Well, they do, but as we're going to see later on, I think, unfortunately, at this stage, Disney Marvel is clearly ahead. I'm hopeful DC will catch up. Let's not forget in 2016, Doctor Strange before Sinister Six. Disney Marvel.
Since we spoke about it in our now, like to do with Doctor Strange.
Cumberbatch.
Definitely announced Cumberbatch to be Doctor Strange.
Well, I think it's all but confirmed.
Okay.
At this stage.
Okay. I haven't been keeping up to date with that sort of stuff. But okay.
Well, Cumberbatch or not Cumberbatch, it's fine. I mean, I don't really. Again, I'm not intimately familiar with Doctor Strange, but Marvel. It's a Marvel movie, so we're gonna see it, and it's gonna be at least above 3 stars
Okay.
out of 5.
Cool.
I would have to think.
Moving on, Sinister Six. Is it Spider-Man Sinister Six or just Sinister Six?
That's a good question. As in, is there going to be any Spider-Man in it at all? Is Peter Parker going to be in it?
I'm sure he'll make an appearance.
Well, I think he would have to, because how can... I don't think you could sell the Sinister Six movie based on Amazing Spider-Man 2. What, you're going to have the Rhino? You're going to have Rhino, and what are the villains that they have? The Vulture. You see the Vulture's wings and Dr. Octopus's hands, and people are going to think, oh, this is brilliant. I want to see that in the movie.
True. All right, let's move on.
2017, Wolverine 3.
What are your thoughts?
Well, unless Hugh Jackman's not in it, I'm going to watch the movie.
Has he signed the contract to do that one
Oh,
as well?
I'm pretty sure No, I'm pretty sure he's locked in to do it.
Okay, cool.
Now, it's Wolverine 3. There is no subtitle. There's no... So we don't know what storyline it's going to pull off.
That, so we don't know what storyline it's going to be. Fair.
But it's Wolverine 3. It's Hugh Jackman.
Cool. Oh, this
Next
one's
one.
Great. Guardians of the Galaxy 2.
May the 5th. So
Yes!
So May the 5th, that's a date that we're all going to mark in our calendars.
Definitely. That's going to be awesome.
The next one, though, on this list, again, as per Comics Alliance, is Wonder Woman. Wonder Woman.
Is it going to be Gal Gadot?
I think short of any unforeseen circumstances, I would think so.
I'm just curious because I know she's making an appearance from the Dawn of Justice movie.
Well, they have to plant the seeds. Yeah, I think they have to plant the seeds for that.
Okay.
So we're getting Wonder Woman, Guardians of the Galaxy 2. That's already going to be a blockbuster. Wonder Woman, I think, is going to do big business because this is Wonder Woman. Again, I don't know how much faith I have in this movie being good. It's going to come off the back of Dawn of Justice.
Yep.
But regardless, that's a big one for DC. Fantastic Four 2. We don't even... Well... We're speculating Fantastic Four 1 is not even going to be very good.
Why?
Now, do you think Fantastic Four 1 would be so bad that they just scrap that one off? That they just scratch it off and they just ignore it completely?
I think if it's bad enough, they're just going to stop. And they better just stop. Just stop! Stop it!
Well, 2 weeks later, Thor Ragnarok. So that's another big one.
Yeah.
Part 3 of the Thor, I guess, trilogy.
Yep.
Even though we know with these Marvel movies, they're not really they're not trilogies. Like, they all feed into each other. 2017 is going to be a big year. That's why I wanted to have this discussion, because we're going to have Thor, Black Panther on November the 3rd.
Yep.
And then Justice League. Now, that's a big step. We're going from Wonder Woman straight to Justice League. So they're definitely not following the formula, the Marvel formula.
They're not.
Which I guess, in a way, is a good thing.
Well,
you don't want to see copying your rival.
That being said, Guardians of the Galaxy didn't really do individual Star-Lords, Rocket, and all that sort of stuff. They just went straight into the
That's
Guardians.
true, but I would have to think that you can't sell a movie called Star-Lord or Peter Quill or Gamora.
True.
Rocket and Groot, maybe. Like, you could have a buddy cop, sort of thing.
Yeah.
So that might work. But Justice League, I don't know how you don't have Batman and then Superman and then Wonder Woman and then have the natural extension.
Maybe their idea was the Dawn of Justice is the Batman and Superman
or is
film,
the Justice League movie.
and then
because from what we've seen, they've cast all these characters, right?
Yeah, true. I reckon they're casting characters just to sort of make appearances, but not as a big sort of screen time, I guess. That's what I think anyways. But let's keep on going, because we're only halfway.
Is that going to work or not? Well, I don't think we really need to go into too much detail about some of the other ones, because again, we got this, female-led Spider-Man spin-off. We don't know.
Which one, sorry?
Well, this unknown date female-lead Spider-Man spin-off.
Alright, no, forget that.
So 2017, we've got a few more movies. We don't know what's going to happen
What
with
else?
them.
Okay, so read out what else we've got here.
Venom, 2017.
Venom. For me,
Carnage.
I've got a soft spot for Venom in my heart. I'm a huge Venom fan. Eddie Brock, huge fan. So please do this right. Don't make it like Spider-Man 3. Please.
Well,
please do this right.
This is Sony Columbia, so we don't know, because they did the did they not do Amazing, or is that Fox? I don't know.
But please just do this right. What's the next one?
The Flash in 2018.
Yeah.
So
but
is this going to lead up from the TV series, or is it going to? Is the TV series going to be completely different? See, this is the
different universe, different.
Well, we don't know. Is it going to be a different universe? Because this Flash series is, from all accounts, quite successful.
Yeah.
I can't imagine they're going to have a Flash series and you're going to have a Flash movie, which is completely different.
Yeah.
Like, they're not going to cast this Grant Gustin guy who I think is a pretty wooden actor myself. What do you think of this guy?
I enjoy the TV series. Thank you. That's all I'm commenting. I'm really enjoying
I think Stephen Amell makes him look like the second coming of Keanu Reeves, you know, I mean, this guy's just not a great actor, but in any case, The Flash.
Yep.
So we've gone from Justice League to The Flash.
Yep.
Now, the big one, 2018, Avengers Infinity War.
Yeah, and that's made into a 2-part movie, right?
Now, that to me is interesting. It's part 1 and part 2.
Part 2, correct.
Between part 1, we have Captain Marvel and we have Inhumans.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I'm jumping around 2018 before we get to 2019 Avengers Infinity War 2. Now, I would think that it's not going to be like Hobbit Part 1, Part 2, or Mockingjay Part 1, Part 2, where it stops.
I reckon it will.
What? So it's going to stop, and then Captain Marvel's going to be completely different. Like, it's not going to... Interesting.
I reckon it will. I reckon it will be like
it's
The
going to be
Hobbit.
like shot back-to-back sort of thing?
Yeah, I think so. And just split it up into 2. You don't think so? Or else, why else would they call it Avengers Infinity War
to me,
1?
That's why it's interesting, because it's part 1, part 2. I mean, is the story so grand that, like, will we still care about what happens at the end of part 1? Because that's going to be a long year in between, and it's not like a year of nothing happens in between. There's going to be other movies set in the same universe, unless they're going to be prequels, so we don't know. But
it's going to be interesting.
Captain Marvel and Inhumans, now, these are lesser-known properties again.
Yep.
So
Captain Marvel is apparently one of the biggest female heroes in the Marvel universe.
Is Captain Marvel a female, is it? Am I being ignorant,
Captain
ignorant
Marvel.
Sexist pig that I am?
It's Captain Marvel.
I know Miss Marvel.
Miss Marvel.
I know
person.
Miss Marvel.
Sorry, same person.
Isn't Captain Marvel a dude with like?
No. I think this is Miss Marvel. The title, the title treatment is the new Captain Marvel.
Captain Marvel, it's a woman. Is that going to be the name of the movie?
No, but you know what I'm talking about.
I know,
right?
yeah, like Kamala Khan or something. Is that?
Where is it? Here, Captain Marvel. That title treatment is the new title treatment for Captain Marvel, which is Carol Danvers.
Well, look at you. You are
a
well-informed Marvel.
It's the
zombie.
same title treatment. That's how I know. I'm a visual guy.
Well, regardless, between Captain Marvel and Inhumans, these are lesser-known properties.
They are. Compared to the rest of the Marvel universe. Yep, absolutely.
But again, Marvel has a very impeccable track record when it comes to these lesser-known characters.
Can I just say one thing, though? I mean, let's wrap up this, because we've taken quite some time, but one thing that I've noticed, though, no Iron Man. No Iron Man at all.
That's funny you say that, because one thing I've noticed, no Batman.
No Batman!
Batman, of course, is the anchor of the DC universe in terms of recognition and I guess even in the movies. And to an extent, Iron Man, I think he's the one who started it. So yes, it's interesting. There's no Batman, no Iron Man.
Yeah, definitely.
So and again, we are getting more DC single superhero movies. Shazam, Aquaman, Cyborg, and so on. So it's going to be an interesting few years. I think it's a good time to be a comic book geek.
Absolutely.
I think it's... Now, Avengers Infinity War is probably the one that you're looking forward to the most, right?
No, Guardians.
No? Guardians
of the
2?
Galaxies
Okay.
2, yeah. It's
hard. I mean, they all build up upon the others.
They do. And look, so hopefully they'll carry each other along, and I'm pretty sure they will. Especially if you got the space theme, Infinity War happening, you got Guardians, Inhumans, Captain Marvel, they're all somewhat space themed. If they carry each other along, I think it'll be very good.
I would have to think Captain Marvel, they put a lot of emphasis onto it because Marvel is in the name of the movie, so you can't let that movie be terrible.
No, it will have to be good, and I hope it is.
So, yeah, it's going to be, I guess, a good couple of years for DC and Marvel fans. Well, movie fans in general.
Yeah, I mean...
DC fans, I don't know. I'm hopeful. It could be... They could be good.
I'm going to put it out there. I think DC should stick to what they're doing really well in. TV series. And Marvel, just keep on doing whatever you're doing at the moment, which is... The movies are amazing. The TV series are starting,
as well.
Yeah, starting to pick up really well now, right? Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. was a bit iffy towards the start, but now it's amazing as well, right?
I think DC, there was no shame in copying what Marvel did and just have each individual and build it to the Justice League movie.
I think so.
Well, what do you guys think with the slate of the upcoming movies?
Quite ballsy that they've got it all the way till 2019.
I'm sure things can happen in the meantime, and not only that, but there's little... asterisks that all dates that are subject to change, blah, blah, blah.
Which doesn't surprise us, I guess. Anyways, let us know what you think. Comment on the blog below or a comment section. But, yeah, it was
Please make DC movies good. Please make them good.
Please make Marvel movies. Well, actually, you know what? Just keep on doing what you're doing right now. And Fox, you have a lot to catch up on as well.
Yeah.
Yeah?
You will.
All right.
I'll still pay, but, you know.
Well, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.
See you next time.
See ya.